powerful words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. One of the things you can look for early in this ball game, guys, is how often the quarterback throws the ball. Coaches know they want to be balanced, keep the defense on their heels, but they also want to get their quarterback a school record for single-season passing yards. I expect them to let him throw the ball early, kind of get that record early, get that pressure off of his back, but also energize him and his teammates so they can play well the rest of this game. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it here. The last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a Classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game. For Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is littered with game changers on both sidelines. Both Auburn and Alabama have the guys that can break this game wide open. So we're going to see a great one here.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Alabama pushing the tempo. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Keelan Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Again, it's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year.
Caught! They will score! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the Auburn Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Jeremiah Cobb. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Brown wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Soft spot in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quarterback keeper. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Auburn lines up quickly. Just going to keep it after the snap. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Right side, it's Singleton. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Really nice run to get it out to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Fights off a defender. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Russell. Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He'll pull it down and run. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving. It's Hill. Quick spin on the run. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And now on second down for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Russell. Left side is Rodgers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. Russell on play action. In the backfield, it's Ford. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Whoa, look out on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Tigers sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Brown will throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the move. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback keep. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Keelan Russell. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. From the gun, makes him talk to the hand, and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, it's Hill. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the air, it's Russell. Left side is Rodgers. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Keeps it himself. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This is going to be a 46. Oh, they blocked the kick.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. 1st down, he'll keep it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Jukes his way for more. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Makes a tackle, and he might have room. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll run it. It's Hill. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown tie. The extra point here would tie the game. All tied up. The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Unloads in the nick of time.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Making the adjustment on the play. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback got it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
At the 45, on his way. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Got to run it now. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go play action with Russell. Look out! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Finds his man on the RPO. Breaks into the open. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Trying to move them on the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. 2nd and long here. Throwing Russell. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Firing deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Again, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
So here comes the Auburn offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pulls it on the option. There he goes. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Extending the play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 10 team, the LSU Tigers.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Auburn going to work with another first down. Brown wants to pass. Left side, it's Johnson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Escapes the pressure going right. Got the first himself. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Russell. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Quick give. It's Washington. Powers through the defender.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, getting the yardage.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Play action on 1st down. He's going to take off. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got it looking for a 1st. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Hits inside, it's Cobb. Got enough for the 1st down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Third and long coming up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Brown will throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Going deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Keelan Russell. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Russell from the gun on third down. He'll throw it. Left side is Edwards. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Takes the easy one to the back.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
In traffic, it's Rodgers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Again, it's Russell. Still looking. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Push is ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Turning it on!
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. On the move. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. Makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Got him on the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Since 1893, this game has been